Hi, my name is Gareth.
Hi, Brittany.
Hi, nice to meet you. Okay, before we start our session today, do you have any injuries?
Nope.
No injuries? Okay, good. So throughout, what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to explain to you a bit about a warm-up, some benefits about a warm-up, why we do it, and some regressions and progressions of a warm-up that we can do. So throughout, if I need to touch you anywhere, is that okay just to explain proper form or something like that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So a warm-up is basically, it's a good thing to do before you're exercising because we want to get blood into the muscles that we're going to be using during an exercise. We want to increase core temperature before we exercise. A good thing is to have joints reactive more for sport-specific stuff. Joints reactive and muscles pliable to prevent injuries a bit, as well as to get different muscle fibers working before you're engaging in a sport activity. If you're just doing something like resistance training, where you could do a general warm-up, like 5 to 10 minutes on a treadmill. You could do 5 to 10 minutes on riding on a bike. There's lots of things you could do for a general warm-up. You could be skipping for 5 to 10 minutes. Now for resistance training, if you're going to be doing that type of thing, before you would start with a lower weight just to get the blood into those muscles before you start, because you don't want to start hard, you don't want to strain your muscles, you don't want to pull any muscles. So you would start low and progressively work up to a higher weight. Okay, so I guess we'll go over some stuff. A dynamic warm-up is what we call it. It's working in different planes of movement that you would use in sport to warm up those muscles to prevent injury and stuff like that. Okay, so I'll just go over some exercises that you would do before you were going to play hockey or basketball or something like that. Okay? So what I'm going to have you do is, first, we would just start at one end. If you want to just come over here and stand by me. What we would do is we would just jog down for a little bit, and then we would jog back. So if you want to just do that for me. Okay, good. This is just to increase your core temperature, get blood into the muscles that we're going to be working. And then you would just run down and do butt kicks. So for these ones, you don't have to do these. I'll just explain them and then show them to you so you know what a dynamic warm-up would consist of. So we would do some butt kicks. You would walk on one foot, lifting up on your toes, step on the other toes. That's something you could do as well. We would walk, lift the knee into the hip, stretching our hip flexors, working those muscles. Something like that. We could also do a walking lunge. Like that. And then we could add some core rotation in that. Turning at the hips as you lunge. So you would lunge in, turn away, turn to the side of the front lunging knee. Turn away from it, lunge forward, turn away. So there's many things that you could do. Some regressions and progressions that you could do. If you found something that was a little too hard for you that you couldn't do, you would stick to more like jogging on a treadmill. Or say if you had a bad knee and you couldn't jog, we would just have you walk before you started to do your exercises. Walk around the track at your gym. If you're training outside, just walk around outside before you started. Some progressions. A regression would be, like I said, starting at your treadmill, on a bike, walking, jogging. Then you would progress to something more like a dynamic warm-up, like some of the exercises I just showed you. So that's something you could do. Well, I hope you learned something today. Thank you for coming in.
Great, thank you.
Thanks. Oh, fuck. Just rambled.
I thought you were gonna have a fucking panic attack.
You thought I was going to have a panic?